millions of fans, one of the biggest sporting events on Earth. And now chilling warnings that Iranian sleeper cells inside America could turn the FIFA World Cup into a global security nightmare. As fears of retaliation grow, calls are mounting for Donald Trump to answer with overwhelming force before the tournament even begins. A global sporting event watched by billions, millions of fans arriving across North America. And now a former FBI agent is warning that Iranian sleeper cells inside the United States could turn the FIFA World Cup into a potential security flashpoint. As tensions with Iran continue to escalate, calls are now growing for President Donald Trump to send what some are calling an unmistakable message of military deterrence. A former FBI special agent and Navy SEAL has warned that Iranian sleeper cells operating inside the United States could pose a potential security threat during the upcoming FIFA World Cup, set to begin in June across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Jonathan Gilliam made the remarks during an interview with Fox News.
I would hope that the president makes it known before this occurs, that if Iran does anything during these World Cup events, that it's going to be not just a retaliatory strike, but that would be the end of any talks, and that he will lay waste to everything and anything that is the Iranian regime if that occurs.
Gilliam also suggested that the Trump administration could demonstrate military strength in advance as a deterrent against any possible attack. During the interview, he proposed the use of a massive ordnance air blast bomb, commonly known as the MOAB, to send what he described as a clear warning to Tehran.
I think if the president did that, and he showed that he was very serious, gave some sign, dropped a MOAB in the middle of nowhere in Iran and said, "This is what's going to occur if you touch anyone in the United States. This is what's coming to you."
The comments come amid continuing tensions between Washington and Tehran, with security agencies across multiple countries remaining alert over potential threats linked to regional instability and proxy networks. No evidence was publicly presented during the interview indicating any active plot connected to the World Cup, and US authorities have not announced any specific threat tied to Iranian operatives ahead of the tournament. Now, with geopolitical tensions colliding with one of the world's biggest sporting events, concerns over security, deterrence, and the risk of international escalation are once again moving to the forefront of global attention. A chilling alert has just been circulated across American law enforcement agencies. According to a federal bulletin reviewed by ABC News, US intelligence has intercepted encrypted radio transmissions believed to have originated in Iran, signals that could act as an operational trigger for sleeper agents operating outside the country. The message was detected shortly after the death of Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader, who was killed in a joint US-Israeli strike on February 28th. The alert cites preliminary signals analysis of a coded transmission likely of Iranian origin that was relayed across several countries. Investigators say the signal was encrypted and appeared to be intended for clandestine recipients who possess the correct decryption key. Unlike modern internet communications, these kinds of broadcasts rely on radio signals capable of traveling long distances and are difficult to trace. Intelligence agencies have historically used similar systems to deliver covert instructions to operatives without relying on the internet or cellular networks. According to the alert, the transmissions could be intended to activate or provide instructions to preposition sleeper assets operating outside the originating country. However, officials say the exact contents of the signal remain unknown. Authorities emphasize there is no operational threat tied to a specific location at this stage. Still, the bulletin instructs federal, state, and local agencies to increase monitoring of suspicious radio frequency activity. The warning comes at a time when the conflict between Iran, the United States, and Israel is expanding across multiple fronts. Reacting to the development, US President Donald Trump said that the United States is very much on top of monitoring whether Iran has activated any sleeper cells inside the country.
Activated any sleeper cells inside the U.S. There's reports that they have pressed that trigger button to activate those cells, at least abroad.
Well, we've been trying for a long time. We've been very much on top of it. One of the things we have to do is get the Democrats to stop the Democrat shutdown. Because, as you know, the apparatus that looks into that, Schumer and the Democrats have shut it down.
Since the killing of Khamenei, Iran has launched repeated missile and drone strikes targeting American bases and strategic sites across the Middle East. US forces have responded with air and naval strikes on Iranian military infrastructure, raising fears that the confrontation could spiral into a wider regional war. The conflict has also rattled global energy markets. Traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, critical choke point through which roughly 1/5 of the world's oil supply normally flows, has slowed sharply amid fears of attacks on shipping. Washington has already reinforced its military presence in the region, deploying additional naval assets and missile defense systems to protect bases and commercial shipping routes. Against that backdrop, the possibility of Iranian sleeper networks being activated abroad is becoming a growing concern for Western security agencies.